Radical.
Oh, now, Lakers, you better watch out. Watch out for them Magic. Magic just beat the Clippers. And Westbrook came out. He basically, said a lot of that was on him. But you got to watch this Magic team. Sometimes those lower, very, very, very low teams in the conferences can surprise you. Like a couple days ago, the Lakers got surprised by the Rockets. The Rockets beat the Lakers by 4 points. And Anthony Davis did not play in that game because it was second game of a back-to-back. I think the Lakers won the game before that. I don't really understand what the LA Lakers are doing. I do not understand it when it comes to Anthony Davis. Now, LeBron is out. LeBron is out at the moment. I think he has a more serious foot injury than originally was suspected. So you got 2 weeks left in the NBA season. You are the Lakers. You are struggling to get into the play-in, not the playoffs, but the play-in. For them to avoid the play-in, I think they would have to win maybe 85%, I think, of their last games, which they were not going to do. So you're in a situation where they were in ninth. I think they're in 10th now. You're right on the edge of not making the play-in to get into the playoffs. And you are deciding to rest Anthony Davis, who is your star player. We'll get into, maybe it's like a dim star after his boneheaded decision-making at the end of the game I'm going to talk about in a moment. But so what the hell are you going to do if you are not going to play him if LeBron's out? Now, some people might say it's the Rockets. The Lakers should be able to beat the Rockets. Hell, the Lakers got a little better at the trade deadline, but they're not great. So I think you should have actually played Anthony Davis in the second game, not the first one. Now, they won the first one. But no, play him in both. I meant to say, don't let him miss any of the last remaining games. Even if they're worried about his health, you got to get into the playoffs. I don't know what they're trying to do unless they're trying to just avoid the playoffs or play-ins because they think they'll be embarrassed with LeBron out. Maybe morale is low. I just don't know. I have no idea what the strategy was because now, like I said, they're in 10th. AD did come back to play against a team that they should have handled in the Mavericks. Mavericks are a good team, but they did not have their number one star player, Luka Doncic, however the fuck you say it. I'll just say Luka. Now, they do have Kyrie, and Kyrie went off, but that's a very winnable game considering that team is a little bit depleted, and they're not, maybe in time they'll be better, but they're defensively a little bit depleted after that Kyrie deal. So they were fresh for the picking. You could have beat that team. In fact, the Lakers, you see here that I put the image up. Maybe I didn't have time to. 8 seconds left, a little bit over 8 seconds. And I guess one of their star players, other than Kyrie, I don't know much about that Mavericks team except I follow Luka and Kyrie. Klebs, whatever his name was attempting a three that he bricked. Now, you didn't know, admittedly, if you're defending him, that he's going to brick that three. You want to put some pressure on him. But Anthony Davis put a little bit too much pressure on it. He damn near speared the guy like Roman Reigns or Goldberg. He fell right into the guy, fouling him. So if you want to know how a team that is up by 4 points loses with 8 seconds remaining, you look at this. First off, congrats on that team for beating the Lakers. It was a big-time win. But what led to that 8-second victory, and I don't have all my details in front of me right now. I'm actually driving, but it's fresh on my mind. He missed it. He clunked that brick three. He went to the line, made all 3 free throws. All 3 free throws. So it was a 1-point game. Then I believe that AD got fouled, and he made one of his 2 free throws. Again, if the details are a little bit off, my apologies. I should record this when it was fresh on my mind, or fresher on my mind. So then it essentially became like a tied game. or something to that extent. And then AD, I think it's actually his fault a third time. First off, he spears the guy shooting a three. Secondly, he doesn't make his free throws. They're called free throws for a reason. He doesn't make one of those two. And then it's his fault that he does not defend or he's slow on defense. And again, Kleebel, same guy, misses up for his missed three, and he makes the second three. And then they win in a span of a little bit over 8 seconds. It was a big-time moment. And as a person that doesn't particularly like LeBron or the Lakers, hey, I was grinning ear to ear. Now, if you like the Lakers, then you wonder what the hell they're doing. You're really curious about this because I guess a lot of this last loss is on AD at the end, but that could come down to coaching or, maybe Darvin Ham stepping up and just being like, hey, no one fouled the three-point shooter. Okay, we got 8 seconds left. Okay, you can guard him, but make sure not to foul the three-point shooter. Okay, and let it just go. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. We're still up 1 point. So, we still got to make our free throws if they foul us or whatnot. But, if you wonder how a team can lose with 8 seconds left, that's how you lose. And as far as other things going on in the NBA right now, since I won't have time to make another upload, the Warriors are kind of trash. They keep losing to the Grizzlies. They keep losing on the road. They're like 7-29 on the road. They could only win at home. So if they're in the playoffs and most of the games are in Golden State, they might be okay. But they're going to lose all the road games. I think it's just friction between Draymond, some of the younger guys. Draymond, one of those games, you would argue they might have won if he didn't get a technical for throwing the ball at Westbrook's head out of just frustration. I think Draymond, he's a great defensive player, but you got to really have that conversation. Hey, for the future, I don't know if you even get any compensation for him if you trade him in the offseason. I don't know. If they don't go to the playoffs, or if they go to the playoffs but not that far, then I would really consider getting rid of Draymond. And Joel Embiid seems to be on a tear to be the new MVP, or the front-running MVP. He is winning. He just crushed the Hornets. He had been playing, making about 40, I don't know what his averaging points is, but it's higher than Jokic. So I think he's probably the front-runner for MVP. And also, congrats to the Knicks. The Knicks are on a fucking tear. Jalen Brunson made a big difference to that Knicks team. And I think they arguably have the best trio in basketball right now. So the Knicks are a team to watch. And to a lot of fans of the Knicks for decades and decades, that's interesting to see. Hey, how interesting would it be if we had like a Knicks-Lakers finals this year? I'm just kidding. Those fakers aren't making it to the finals.